Hi everyone, we're going to talk about the 4 reasons that you can lose your permanent residency. Now these are some of the major reasons in ways where your PR can either be cancelled or you may not be able to obtain it again. My name is Abhi from Migration Centre of Australia. Now imagine working for years and years, spending tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars for some people to get your Australian PR, all for it to end because you didn't comply with a condition, you didn't disclose some information, or you lied about something, a fraudulent document, for example, and your PR can be cancelled based on that. Most people think once you get your PR, you can't lose it. That's not the case. Today I'm going to talk about the 4 reasons that you can lose your PR. Now we've been in the immigration industry for 18 years as a company, and I've personally been working at the business for over 10 years. Based on my previous experience from less complicated cases to extremely complicated cases that we get, this is how you can lose it. First one, committing a serious offence. If you've committed a serious offence, you can either be jailed or potentially even lose your permanent residency because of that. Second reason, applying for a temporary visa after your PR has been granted. Don't do that. Don't be a dependent in anyone else's application either, because if the government grants you another visa, for example, a temporary kind, in that case, that will override your permanent residency. So make sure you don't make that mistake. Third reason, staying outside Australia for too long without a valid reason. Now, generally, you can renew your permanent residency by applying for a resident return visa. But if you apply for a resident return visa without meeting the resident return visa criteria, which means you need to reside in Australia for a certain amount of time to renew your permanent residency, then that can be rejected. Unless you have valid reasons, such as if you're away for work and you can provide documentation for why you needed to be away from Australia. Reason number 4, very simple. Once you're given a permanent residency, you need to enter Australia by a specified date if you're currently outside Australia. If you don't enter by this date, you have potentially lost your permanent residency. It's that simple. If you have been approached by the government for having your visa cancelled, or they've requested for further information and you're having any trouble clarify that, please get in touch with a migration agent or a consultant or a lawyer, or contact us if you need any help regarding your concerns. If you have any other ways that you think you may have lost your permanent residency, or you think you should not have lost your permanent residency, leave a comment below or send us a DM and we'll get back to you.